Thank you, Kim. And a turbulent day in court as a man found guilty of a brazen drive-by shooting last year learns his fate. The defendant put up a fight in court, arguing with the judge as his sentence was delivered. Eyewitness News reporter Kate Walsh was there and has more now from the Providence Mobile Newsroom. Kate?
Shannon, we're live right by the Crawford Street Bridge. This is where the driver crashed his car after getting shot 4 times in a daytime shooting last year. We are about 2 blocks away from Providence Superior Court, where we were earlier today as the convicted shooter found out his lengthy prison sentence.
You at the outset, Mr. Segrain?
Joseph Segrain will likely serve the rest of his life, or most of it, in prison.
You're the 34-year-old cowardly head of a goon squad. You have no morals. You have no conscience, and you certainly have no sense of civility.
Eyewitness News was in Providence Superior Court when Judge Robert Krause sentenced him to 90 years in prison with 80 to serve and 35 without parole for his convicted role in a brazen drive-by shooting in downtown Providence on January 9th of 2017. That's in addition to 9 years he must first serve for violating probation on one of 4 previous felony convictions.
This defendant is not going to be in a position to reoffend.
Judge Krause said it was in his same courtroom last year that Segrain caused a scene as part of a feud between rival Pawtucket gangs and was removed from the courthouse. Segrain then waited with others for the unintended victim, Matthew DePina, to get to his car and then sped through downtown by the courthouse, shooting at DePina and hitting him 4 times in the neck, back, and shoulder. DePina survived but had to have his spleen removed. Segrain was found guilty on several related charges in a jury trial on February 1st this year. But at his sentencing Thursday, he argued from the beginning.
Joseph Segrain said 83, and she's not my attorney.
Segrain was denied his request to represent himself at sentencing and required several court officers to escort him out of court and back to ACI. And on his way out of court today, Segrain apparently told the judge he was going to beat him at the appeal. New at 6 tonight, find out why he almost didn't make it into the courtroom today. Live in Providence, I'm Kate Walsh, Eyewitness News.
But we begin at 6 tonight with new developments on a wild day in court, a sentencing hearing delayed.
The defendant refusing to enter the court. Officials eventually got Joseph Segrain into the courtroom, but even then, there was nothing routine about this hearing.
Eyewitness News reporter Kate Walsh is live in Providence now with the details. Kate?
Mike and Shannon, we're live in Providence about 2 blocks away from Providence Superior Court, where earlier today Joseph Segrain got a lengthy prison sentence for a drive-by shooting last year that ended with the victim, the driver, crashing right here at the Crawford Street Bridge. Joseph Segrain's fate was sealed by the same judge who witnessed him cause a scene in this same Providence Superior courtroom in January of 2017 that later resulted in a drive-by shooting in downtown Providence. Segrain once again caused a scene at his sentencing Thursday.
Let's talk about that. That's what that issue right now.
I'm not going to have you interrupt me. You will have your right to allegation.
Segrain requesting multiple times to represent himself, only after delaying the sentencing by first refusing to enter the courtroom. He then argued he didn't have a chance to review all evidence. But Judge Robert Krause dismissed those claims, sentencing him to 90 years in prison with 80 to serve and 35 without parole. Segrain was convicted by a jury on February 1st of this year for shooting Matthew DePina, the unattended target of a rival Pawtucket gang dispute, hitting him 4 times in the neck, back, and shoulder. DePina survived.
This defendant is not going to be in a position to reoffend, at least in the majority of his lifetime, if he survives the sentence.
Now, before Segrain can even begin the sentence from today, he first has to serve out 9 years in prison for violating probation on one of 4 felony convictions in the past. Live in Providence tonight, I'm Kate Walsh, Eyewitness News.